Hello friends, welcome back to this new video. Today's topic is how to make stock in, out and balance tracker in Google Sheets. As you can see in the screen here, I have already created this stock in, out and balance tracker where there is stock in table, stock out table and stock balance table. Based on the stock in transaction and the stock out transaction you record, this stock balance table will automatically update like the total in quantity, total out quantity and the total balance quantity will auto calculate. You only need to enter the detail of the transaction here in the stock in table and stock out table. So here I'll show you the step-by-step process of making this stock in, out and balance tracker. Let's get started. In the A1 cell, put the title that is stock in, out and balance tracker. Next, create three different tables for stock in, stock out and stock balance. For that, click on this A4 cell, then put here date. In the next cell, put item name, or you can also put product name. In the next cell, put quantity. By skipping one column, put here date, item name, then quantity. This is for stock out, and by skipping one column, put here item name, opening stock, then total in, total out, and finally the balance. To create the table for stock in, out and balance, select the column headers for stock in, then one row below this, click on the format tab, then click on convert to table. This creates the table for stock in. Here in the table 1, change the name as stock in. For that, click on this table 1, delete this previous name, then put here stock underscore in. To create the table for stock out, select the column headers, then one row below this, click on the format tab, then convert to table. Click on this table name, then change the name as stock underscore out. Similarly, for the stock balance as well, select the column headers, then one row below this, click on format, convert to table, change the table name as stock underscore balance. Three tables are created. Decrease the column width of these blank columns. Adjust the column width so that the whole format gets visible inside a single window. Next, we need to display the date picker calendar here in the date column of stock in, out and balance. For this, click on this arrow beside the date column of stock in. Then go to this edit column type and select the date option. Similarly, for stock out also, click on this arrow, edit column type, date, then click on the date option. Now when you double click on the cell, the calendar date picker will activate, from where you can easily pick up the date. Here in the stock out also, when you double click, the calendar activates. Next, here in the item name column of stock balance, list out all the items or product that you are selling. For example, let me put here some electronic items. Next, we need to display this item name list here in the item name column of stock in and stock out table. For that, we have to create here the drop down. To create the drop down, to display these items here in a list, click on this first cell of item name column of stock in, then click on data tab, then data validation. Click on the add rule. Here in this criteria, select this drop down from range option, and here in this box, put the item name column of stock balance table, which is given by stock underscore balance, open the square bracket, then put the column header that is item name, close the square bracket, then click on the done button. Now here you can see the drop down has been created. If you click on this, you will see all the items here. If you add here more items in the stock balance table, then the new items will be automatically visible here in the list, from where you can select any item. Following the same method, create the drop down here in the item name column of stock out also. Click on the cell, click on data, data validation, add rule, select this drop down from a range option, and here put the item name column of stock balance table, that is stock underscore balance square bracket open, then item name square bracket close, then click on the done. Now here you can see the drop down has been created. Next, put the opening stock that you have in your warehouse at the beginning of the period. For example, if you are making this system for the month of May 2026, then here in this opening stock column, put the stock quantities that you have at the beginning of May 2026. Let me put here some random quantities. Next, we need to calculate the total in, total out, and balance of the stock automatically based on the transaction we record here in the stock in and stock out. But before using the formula, let me add here some stock in and stock out transactions. Expand this stock in table by selecting the first row, then drag this down, which will expand this table. Similarly, for the stock out also, select the first row, then drag this down, which expands the table. And here in the date, double click to select the date. Select the item name, then quantity. Let me add here few more stock in transactions. Similarly, to add the stock out transaction, double click on the date, then select the date, select the item name from the list, then put the quantity of sales. Next, let me use here formula to calculate the total in, total out, and total balance. For this, click on this first cell in the total in column of stock balance. Then use here this formula, that is equal to, then put the sum if function, open the bracket. In the range parameter, select the item name column of the stock in table. So here you can put the name of the table, that is stock. When you put stock, here you can see the table name is given. Simply click on this stock in table. Then open a square bracket where you can choose the column header, that is the item name. So select this item name column. Then put a comma. In the criterion, click on this first item in the stock balance table. Then put a comma, and in the sum range, select the quantity column of stock in table. So put here stock in table, open square bracket, then select the quantity column. Close the sum if function, then press enter. Drag this formula down till the last item. Now if you add here more items, then the formula gets automatically applied. Similarly, for the stock out also, press equal to, put sum if function, open bracket. In the range parameter, select the item name column of stock out table. So put here stock out table, square bracket open, then select the item name column, put a comma. In the criterion, click on the first item in the stock balance table, put a comma. Then in the sum range, select the quantity column of stock out table, then this quantity column. Close the sum if function, press enter. Now drag this formula down till the last product, and here when you add more products, the formulas get automatically copied. And here in the balance, press equal to, click on the opening stock plus total in minus total out, then press enter. Drag the formula down till the last product. Here you can see the total in, total out, and balance is calculated. For this television, total in or purchase is 12 unit, total out or sales is 2 unit, and the balance is given is 19. Now if you add here a new purchase transaction of television, for example, let me put here one more purchase transaction for television. If I add here a quantity of 6 unit, press enter. Here you can see the total in is calculated as 18 unit and balance is now 25. If I add here a sales transaction for television, let me add the quantity of 3 unit. Here you can see the total stock out is automatically updated to 5 unit and balance is deducted to 22 unit. So in this way, this stock balance table will auto calculate the values based on the stock in transaction and stock out transaction that you record. So this is all about creating this simple tracker of stock in, out and balance in Google Sheets. If you want to practice this or want to use this ready-made format, then you can get this spreadsheet from the link given in the video description section. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up by hitting on that like button, and I also request you to subscribe the channel if you are new here. Thank you very much for watching. See you again in another tutorial.